Hey everybody on YouTube. Today I thought I'd take out another moment or Q&A or actually talk about the finalization of the repair of the Sony Av-3650. I am actually done with the machine. I've been testing it with videotapes and been running it for the past 2 or 3 days. It's playing back really nice. It's just amazing. Once you service these machines, you can get some really good video out of them. But then again, like I said, these machines have been sitting for 40 or 50 years. And anyone that has a machine like this, you're going to have serious issues. You're going to short out the video head. They're going to play like crap. They're going to be jumping all over the place. They are just going to be terrible video no matter what you do. But I'm a service tech. This is what I do. This is why people send me videotapes from all over the country. And they actually send me the machines, as you see here, and I service them, it's like all the time. So I'm a total professional when it comes to Sony EIJ reel-to-reel videos. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, I would like to point out, a lot of people have been writing me saying, hey, do you really have to do all this stuff to get these Sony reel-to-reels to play? Yes, you do. If the machines are not serviced, you're not going to get a top-notch video playback. That is the key here. You want top-notch video playback because these video machines are getting to be a dinosaur. Video heads for these things are almost impossible to get. Most of the parts that you use to service these machines are getting hard to get. If you're going to do it right the first time because you will not have a second chance, guarantee you, unless you come to somebody like me who does this on a daily basis. But if you're trying to transfer EIJ reel-to-reel tapes, you got to do these steps. You got to have the machine serviced. You got to have a technician who knows what they're doing with running these videotapes. There's a lot to it. You got to bake the tapes. You got to clean the tapes. You got to know how to set up the tapes when you're playing them back. You got to understand video machine formats if the tape was recorded on that particular video format. There's several EIJ reel-to-reel video formats. Some skip field, some non-EIJ formats, some black and white and color EIJ formats, several of them. If you don't know what machine the tape was run on, you're going to have a serious issue to identify how to play the tape back. You got to know these machines really well to understand how to do tape recovery. All right. As you guys can see, I just finished up repairing this machine. I put it all together. It's playing back beautiful. Okay, I'll point out to everybody's been asking me about all the little things you got to do with this. Okay. The video heads on these machines are very fragile, okay? I just had emails of people asking me, well, can't you just fast forward and rewind to be able to scan through the tapes? No, you cannot do that. When the videotapes were new, they were very pliable. The machines were working real good, and the, the wear and tear on the machines weren't that severe. But since the tapes are very old, and they're baked and everything else, they still have a lot of friction. And that's the key thing, a lot of friction. These tapes put out a lot of friction even after you bake them. So you will short out the head if you fast forward or rewind the tape. It's not a good idea. Every machine I get, I've been servicing these things for years. And the past year I've had about 8 of them. And every time I get one of these machines, the video head is toast. Every frickin' time. It's because people are trying to scan through the tapes to see what's on them before they actually try to recover them. You cannot do that with these machines. These are not like common little VCRs. This is high-tech machinery from that time, but it was very, built with very, inadequate equipment when they designed these machines, so the parts are very cheap. And they just can't hold up to hard pressure video playback. I mean, it's just not designed for that. I mean, these tapes are never, even after you bake and clean them, are never perfect for playback, and they still have a lot of, tension and wear and tear to play through the machines. So you got to be very careful. The video heads on these machines are like gold. I mean, seriously, like getting a gold bar laid right on your dresser. That's how serious these video heads are to these machines. I am not kidding you. They are like gold. And on top of it, you don't have somebody who has to service them and set the machines up. You know, you're defeating the purpose. You want somebody who's good at what they do. And I am one of the best video engineers there is in the entire country. I set up these machines. I know what I'm doing. And when I'm done, I get some really good playback on these machines. So that's why people from all over the world, as well as, the entire country, come to me for this type of work. So if you have EIJ reel-to-reel video machines, it's imperative that they're serviced. It's imperative you have an operator who knows what they're doing with this stuff. It's imperative that you don't sit there and fast forward and rewind just to scan through tapes. You're going to toast your video head. I've seen it too many times. And also, you need to understand when you're running these type of tapes, you need to send them to a professional because you get once in a lifetime transfer on most of these tapes. They start falling apart. You want them to look good, or you want them in color. Get them done right the first time because it's very expensive. Anybody who does these type of reel-to-reel videotapes that so-called know what they're doing are going to charge you about $100 a reel. And it's no joke. So if you got 10 or more, you might as well be a millionaire to try to get them done because it's not going to happen. All right. I offer reel-to-reel EIJ transfers for $20 a piece. I've got 5 to 6 perfectly working machines. I know what I'm doing with this stuff. So if you have any questions about EIJ reel-to-reel, servicing your machines, what type of machine you have, or any questions about how to have your machines last longer, I'm trying to point out. Rewind the tape spool to spool. Do not scan through them. Do not rewind them on the video drum. Try to keep the heads clean, okay, to try to get as much life out of them. But if anything else functions, like the playback functions or rewind functions, and you're just having serious problems, the machine needs to be serviced. Okay, I do offer all this servicing and this type of work. So if you have any questions about the reel-to-reel EIJ repair or playback or knowledge of knowing what you're doing with this stuff, contact me as soon as possible. Hope you enjoyed this video.